Hey guys, it's fall, y'all.
It's freaking fall, y'all.
Stick around for some fall projects.
That's right.
So today, it feels like fall here in Oklahoma.
It does.
It's a nice 70 degrees and it's raining, which is kind of depressing, but hey.
It's not 105.
It's not hot.
Yep.
But so we thought we would do some fall projects.
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
Yep.
We went to Hobby Lobby yesterday to get some ideas, see what's hot. Well, apparently it's the same stuff they had last year, but very little of it.
Yeah.
It was almost like they just brought out what they didn't sell last year and tried to sell it again. So it was a big disappointment.
Somebody dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if it had to do with customs, tariffs,
Right.
all that crap. But
Yeah. All right, so there's nothing to show at Hobby Lobby.
no, so
That's
we
the
didn't
moral
film
of the
anything.
story.
Yeah, it was all Christmas.
Yep.
And they don't do Halloween, so. But I've got some good Halloween ideas coming up, but we'll do that one a little later on.
Later.
But today we've got two cute fall projects that are new to us. They may not be to anybody else,
Yep,
but
they're cool.
they're
We've not
cool.
done them yet, so.
Yeah, and so we're gonna make those two for you guys.
That's right.
Stick around till the end and we'll show you the finished product.
It's freaking fall, y'all.
Yep, it's freaking fall.
Okay, this is a super cheap, easy one. First off, starting with 2 pickets, and we're going to cut them at 48 inches, and that is all the wood you will need for this project. Okay. And we're going to split one of those we just cut in half. We're trying to make two 2 3/4 inch strips.
Okay, so we have got our 3 boards together here, and I am going to sketch out the pumpkin shape. I'm going to sketch out the stem and then kind of, draw real easy, just a round edge at the bottom and the top. It's just a really tall, long, skinny pumpkin. So I'll start with the stem. All right, I've kind of sketched out the idea of how I want the stem and stuff to look on here with pencil. I'm gonna kind of go over it with a Sharpie to get my lines a little neater. Just gonna make a little stem. And I'm gonna make a rounded part here. And then I'm gonna make rounded here. And then we're gonna start gradually getting bigger. Let me scoot this up. Gradually getting wider as we get to the bottom, because it's a little bit skinnier at the top than it is at the bottom. Let me do my other side and then I'll scoot it forward and you guys can see the bottom part. Alright, so just keep your boards together how you want it to be cut. So it's gotten a little bit fatter at the bottom. And then I'm just going to round each side. The bottom's going to have kind of like a wider rump, dump truck butt, I don't know.
Yep.
And then we'll get it cut out. It's kind of like a tall gourd type pumpkin, but it's gonna be really cute, so.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, we're gonna cut out the shape that she just drew on the bandsaw. You could do it with a jigsaw if you like. If you're fancy, you could do it with the table saw, but I wouldn't recommend it. So we're just gonna use the bandsaw. Okay, I've gone ahead and cut 3 little scraps, 7 and 2/8 inches, and we're going to use these to connect all 3 pieces. Use some outdoor glue. All my glue bottles are clogged up. Do one at the bottom, one about halfway up. Just using 3/4 inch staples. Flip it around. All right, now we have
a pumpkin.
One solid pumpkin.
One long, skinny pumpkin.
We'll give it a sand real quick and then we'll paint it.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna paint this pumpkin white and we're gonna use black lettering. So we're gonna give it a couple coats of white and we'll let it dry and then we'll show you the lettering.
We're gonna paint the stem part brown, but we'll do that after all the white has dried.
Alright.
Okay, now we're gonna paint our stem on our pumpkin, and I've just kind of sketched out a line how I want it to look. But it really doesn't matter how you want to do your stem, you know, that just use your creativity and whatever you like. There's no right or wrong way. And I'll probably have to go over this a couple of times just because of the white is kind of bleeding through a little bit with the brush strokes. All right.
Good. Okay, the second project is a pumpkin patch porch sign. It's got a bunch of different directions and arrows leading to various things. We're starting out with a 1 by, that's about 1 3/4 inch piece of cedar, and we're going to cut it to 24 inches. Then we've got a bunch of planed cedar. You don't have to plane them down. How many of these do you want?
4.
4 of these, and we're going to split these in half.
And they're gonna be 14 inches in
14
length.
by about 2 and 5/8.
Yeah. Kind of like a direction sign, like,
Right.
hey, the pumpkin patch is that way.
Yep.
The, I don't know, corn maze is that way. Yeah.
You said 4 of them?
Yes.
All right. We only needed 2.
Well, we'll
There
make
you
2
go.
of them.
All right, let's go to the table saw. We're gonna split these in half. We're gonna cut them roughly 2 and 5/8 as half of this. Now we're gonna make a point on the end of all these like an arrow. I found the middle of our board, that's 1 5/16 inches, and I've just drawn a 45 off of that mark. We're just gonna cut that into a point. All right, now we'll just use that as a,
Hold it down here. They couldn't see
Sorry.
that at all. Up a little. Down a little. Right there. Sort of. So before we put our direction signs together with the stand, we're going to paint them. It'll just be easier. I just have a variety of craft paints here. I've got mustard, terracotta, cedar bark, and red. And those are just some colors I had, so that's the colors I'm using.
all right.
So we're just gonna paint each one. I always just use a paper plate for my craft paint. And these will be cute to paint and then like distress the edges, because it'll, you know, will look weathered like it's been outside. It'll be pretty cute that way. I'm just gonna paint the edges. I'm not gonna worry about the back. Or maybe I should worry about the back, I don't know.
If this was a order for someone, you would paint the back.
Yeah. But I'm really just giving it a kind of a rough painting, because if I'm gonna distress it, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can either make stencils, buy stencils, or use your laser engraver to laser the letters on, which is pretty awesome. I'm used to just stenciling everything, so having the laser, I forget, hey, I can I can do it this way now. I probably should have painted all this. Well, I'm gonna get paint on my fingers no matter what I do. Just a messy painter. It's not my strong suit. All right, that one's done. We'll move on to the next one. Paint this in first, then I don't have to worry about it. I've noticed Aaron always paints the sides and stuff like that first before he does the top, so I always just make a mess. So this is Cheryl style. But like, see, if you even wanted to just kind of dry brush the paint on, leave a little bit of that showing, that will just add to the distressed look and it'll be just fine.
Yeah, this is an old weathered.
Yeah, you could even beat up your signs a little bit, just to add to the aging. You could also, after you distress them, you could glaze them, which makes them kind of look dirty, I guess, and old. But I really like chippy looking paint, so I might not paint this solid. I'm kind of liking the little bit of wood showing through. But just play around with, you know, get a piece of board that's nothing and just practice stuff like that, and then you'll learn different techniques of how to paint it on. See, I've left a little bit of wood showing, not much, but a little. Set that one to the side. Now we'll just let those dry, and now we'll put the sign stand together.
Okay, we're going to assemble the little stand for the signs. We're just gonna do one bottom piece and the one upright piece. We're gonna start. I've already marked out the middle. You can see where the stick is gonna go. And we're gonna do a couple, drill a couple holes through it on the top side. And I've got my countersink bit in here. We'll just come up from the bottom and countersink those screw heads a little bit. And I'm going to take some CA glue and I'm going to put some glue on the bottom of the stick and spray the stuff on there and try to center it as best I can. Okay. Now, from the bottom side, I'm going to pre-drill some screw holes in the stick so it doesn't split open when I put the screws in it. We'll just take a couple drywall screws, whatever. All right, there's our stand. Okay, we've got a little darker brown for the stand. I apologize for the oven on in the background. We're trying to dry our stuff. This is a little darker doo-doo brown. Alright.
There it is.
Let that dry.
All right, so we've decided to try out our WeCreat Lumos to engrave the words for our signs. So this will be quick and easy, no stencils, no paint, no vinyl, just engrave it.
It just shows you another capability of the machine.
Yeah. It's very versatile.
Yep.
Just hold it right there. Perfect.
Cool. Okay, we're coming down to the end of the pumpkin patch sign. We've got everything painted, engraved, sealed, distressed. Now we're going to put the signs on the stick. So she's got the signs laid out where she wants, and I'm just taking a really sharp pencil and making a line at the bottom there so I know where she wants them.
So you can't put them in the wrong spot.
All right, we don't want to mess them up.
And we color coordinated the words with the color of the board, like corn maze obviously is yellow, hayride is,
Right.
I don't know what color that is, terracotta. apple orchard red, and pumpkin patches orange,
Yep.
of course. So
Okay, so we're gonna nail these to the stick, but we're going to, first we're gonna put a little bit of outdoor glue, put a little CA glue there. More than that, to kind of hold it in place. And then we'll line it up with that line.
make sure it's centered.
That's where you had it. We'll just let it hang out there for a minute.
Just kind of make sure you have the same amount on each side sticking out is
Right.
what I mean by centered.
Yeah, so we'll
Just kind of eyeball it.
yep.
It's supposed to be rustic, so if it's a little wonky, it's okay. Really, distressing or doing anything that's supposed to look old or distressed gives you, I don't know, more freedom because it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, it's hard to mess that up.
It makes it easier, really.
Yep. All right, so we got those two. Let's put one staple in each one. That'll be enough with all that glue.
And there it is. And of course you can decorate it with, you know, you could cut out some leaves with your scroll saw or with your laser engraver. You could put some raffia on there. I think that's what it's called. Stuff like that, and really dress it up too. So
Yep.
there you go. All right, guys, these are the finished products. They turned out really cute. And as you can see at the top of the pumpkin, I painted the stem.
Yep.
And well, you saw me paint the stem, but I added a little leaf.
Yep.
And I just felt like it needed something. Of course, you could cut a leaf out on your scroll saw, probably a bandsaw too, or you could cut it out on a laser engraver, however. That we would sell for $60 with shipping.
Yep. There's about $7 in it.
Yeah, it cost $7 to make. It was 2 fence pickets. And you can get a stencil, welcome stencils. They're all over the internet.
Yeah.
Or you can make one on your Cricut or
Yep.
whatever.
Vinyl or whatever.
Yeah, vinyl. And this, we had about $4 in, and we would sell this for $45.
Yep.
Of course, you could dress it up with some leaves or raffia or all kinds of things. You could cut out some leaves and stuff and put on there decorations, maybe a little corn or something.
On this one, if I were going to make it to ship, I would not glue the base to the stick, and I would disconnect the two so it's a smaller package.
And then just give them some instructions
Yeah.
on how to put it together. But
Yeah.
I think they turned out cute. I love fall. This is my favorite time of year. I love Halloween, so looking forward to doing some Halloween projects. But if you're new here and you haven't had a chance to subscribe to our channel, please do. That helps us out so much. And like the video and share.
Do it.
And we'll see you guys on Sunday.
We will. Thanks, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.